Hello again, everyone. This is Robin. Welcome back to my channel. I wanted to share really quickly two books that I don't hear enough about. I guess probably because they're old, and one of them is probably because people don't know it exists because I didn't know it existed and I got it off of Amazon. Another YouTuber um, was telling her viewers about this book, but one is called When Washington Was in Vogue by Edward Christopher Williams. If you can see that, beautiful cover. I love the cover, and it's a beautiful book. I'm going to read the synopsis. It says, nearly lost after its anonymous publication in 1926 and only recently rediscovered, When Washington Was in Vogue, in an acclaimed love story written and set during the Harlem Renaissance, when bobbed-haired flappers were in vogue and Harlem was hopping, Washington, D.C. did its did its share of roaring too. Davy Carr, a veteran of the Great War and a new arrival in the nation's capital, is welcomed into the drawing rooms of the city's black elite. Through letters, Davy regales an old friend in Harlem with his impressions of race, politics, and the state of Black America, as well as his own experiences as an old-fashioned bachelor adrift in a world of alluring modern women, including sassy dark-skinned Caroline. With an introduction by Adam McKimble and commentary by Emily Bernard, this novel, a timeless love story wonderfully enriched with the drama and style of one of the most hopeful moments in African American history, is an is as delightful as it is significant. Essence. That's Essence wrote that. Um, the next book is The Street by Ann Petry. I like this cover also. Beautiful. Let me read the synopsis. The Street follows the spirited Ludi Johnson, a newly single mother whose efforts to claim a share of the American dream for herself and her young son meet frustration at every turn in 1940s Harlem. Opening a fresh perspective on the realities and challenges of Black female working class life, The Street became the first novel by an African American woman to sell more than 1 million copies. I mean, I love reading all books by a variety of different authors, but especially Black authors, and it's just so interesting. And see, and this was the when Washington Was in Vogue was they were letters that Davy Cole was sending to his friend, and they were recent. Well, not recently, but I guess it's been some years back. They were discovered and they put it in book form, and they were written in 1926, and it's so beautifully written. The way that you know the eloquence of the way that you know they were. I think higher class Black people in that time period. It was just it's just it's a beautiful read. And The Street is also beautiful. It's you can just and the writing style and the writing and the words, the way they use phrase, it's just all I love it all. And it's so vivid. You can see, you know, that time back in that time, and you can see when they talk about Washington or different places that they went and everything, or New York, where the street was the character Ludi Johnson. She lived in New York, and the how vivid it is. You can see the streets and you can see the clubs and stuff that they. I mean, you can just visualize everything that was happening. It was just so it's wonderful. But I just wanted to really quick share those two. I'll do more thorough reviews on these. This one, when Washington Was in Vogue, just recently got. I keep hitting the camera. I'm sorry, y'all. And I'll share more, but those are two that I had sitting over here, and I just said, this is content. Let me just hop back on here and share these. But um, good, good day again, everyone, and God bless.